Well, the Justice Department and lawyers for the man mistakenly deported only to then be returned to the United States to face deportation again. Well, his lawyers are in court once again. We're talking about Kilmar Abrego Garcia. CBS News immigration and politics reporter Camilo Montoya-Galvez is live for us from New York. So, Camilo, what did the Trump administration reveal about its plans to deport Mr. Abrego Garcia?
Hi, Reed. Well, a top Department of Homeland Security official at ICE has revealed that the Trump administration has been asking several countries in Africa, including Ghana and Eswatini in southern Africa, to receive this man from El Salvador. As you know, he really has become one of the main high-profile cases in the Trump administration's crackdown on illegal immigration. He was mistakenly sent to his home country of El Salvador back in March, despite a 2019 court order from the first Trump administration that prevented officials from deporting him there. And then he was brought back to the U.S. this summer to face federal human smuggling charges that he denies. That criminal trial is not set to start until next year, but the Department of Homeland Security has continued to pursue his removal from the U.S. And it's important to level set here, Reed. Mr. Abrego Garcia is deportable from the U.S. despite that ongoing criminal trial because he entered the country illegally back in 2011 as a teenager. However, there is still that 2019 court order that prohibits the U.S. government from deporting him to his native country, El Salvador. And so the U.S. has to convince any other country in the world to take this man back because of that 2019 court order. And we have been told, according to our reporter in federal district court in Maryland, Jake Rosen, that the Department of Homeland Security has told the federal judge overseeing this case that it notified Mr. Abrego Garcia this week that he could face deportation to Ghana, even though the government in Ghana has denied any report of any agreement between the U.S. and that country in terms of receiving this man. So there's still this back and forth legally as to where he could end up. But again, for right now, he remains in U.S. custody, in ICE custody to be more specific, pending that deportation proceeding, Reed.
All right, so let's play this out, Camilo. What comes next in this case if he's not removed from the United States?
It's a good question. That criminal trial is set to start next year. He could very well go into that trial to plead his innocence and to try to prove that he is not an alleged gang member or a human smuggler, as the Justice Department has alleged. The Justice Department earlier this year said that Abrego Garcia took many trips from the U.S.-Mexico border to states like Maryland, where he used to live with his U.S. citizen child and wife, to transport people who were in the country illegally, and they accused him of breaking anti-smuggling laws here in the U.S. Again, he has denied those accusations. So if he's allowed to stay here in the U.S., we could see him go to federal trial in Tennessee next year.
All right, Camilo, thank you so much for following that so closely.